Culture Junkies!
All right, guys. So last time when Ricky was here, he came through last week. And we started talking about anime and how anime gets kind of tropey.
Yeah,
so let's kind of continue that conversation now with everybody in the room, talking about anime being tropey. So, what is it that bugs you about the tropes in anime so much? Like,
just the whole me and Ray talked about this, like the whole end of this is the first thing that comes to mind of Mugen Train, how they cry for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I have to be honest, they barely knew him. They just met him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They just clicked, and they're calling him brother and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys just met, but the movie was excellent. I love Demon Slayer. There's some characters. You have the anime humor from Zenitsu, where he's just over the top, and that to me is just I can only take that in doses. I grew up with it with Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, super tropey and super over the top.
Yep.
And I love Dragon Ball, but it's one of those shows that really doesn't, there's not really a concrete story that goes on with it.
No, it's just fighting.
It's just fighting.
yeah.
And
That's enough.
Goku's a terrible dad too.
Yeah, he pretty much is. He's
you're one of the artists says he has to go. Got to go. Glad I could hop on here. Keep up the awesome
Oh yeah,
work.
Appreciate you coming through. And thanks for the follow.
Appreciate the follow. Thank you.
Indeed. Make sure you come back next week too.
Yeah, come on back.
Please come back. So
See you, Nathan.
So like what you were talking about, the whole kind of the comedic over the top stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of the other trope that I kind of really hate, but it's prevalent everywhere. Now I think they're trying to tone it down. Maybe not. The lucky pervert trope.
Oh, I was gonna bring that up.
The lucky pervert trope.
I'm watching How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, and I watch anime, I tell you, every day at work.
Yeah.
And there's times I'm just like,
I can't watch this.
I'm like, shit, somebody looking over my shoulder, trying to position my shit. First off, I didn't know they were going to be putting that much stuff in there.
Yeah,
oh,
man.
my gosh. She's over the top.
The lucky pervert trope has got to be. It's just way too much. This is
All right, so for those that don't watch anime anymore, what is the lucky pervert trope?
So the lucky pervert trope is where it's a bumbling guy who, if you met him on the street, has no luck with girls, right? Surrounded by women, first of all. Second of all, he always ends up getting them in uncompromised positions where he's tripping over his own feet. He lands. He's got a hand on a cup full of breast, or he trips over his own feet and his hand is laying literally right in.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be Diablo. Diablo, they're throwing themselves at him.
No, they're throwing themselves at him.
That's a little bit different.
He's not a lucky pervert.
Yeah, no.
So Golden Boy.
He's not even a lucky pervert.
Not really, no.
He's not even a lucky
pervert. Because they actually started throwing themselves. It's kind of like you trip. You remember that whole thing? It's like, how'd they get pregnant? They trip and fall and just, it's literally that. They trip and fall and grab boobs and trip and fall and panties are on their head or stuff like
lucky
that.
Lucky pervert, okay, for those of you that are classic watchers of anime, even though he turns into a girl, Rama would be considered lucky pervert. Because there's times where he'll trip, even if he's fighting someone, he'll end up in the lap of some girl or cupping someone's breast, and then of course Akane slaps him. That would still be considered lucky pervert because you're copping a feel.
Nabiki was the best match for him. Skip it.
So who else? Master Rochi.
Master Rochi.
I wouldn't even consider him a lucky pervert.
He's
just a pervert.
He's just a pervert. He's just a pervert.
My favorite pervert is definitely Jiraiya.
Jiraiya.
Jiraiya's
That's my dude.
Jiraiya is a little bit more subtle though. If you think about it, he's not as outgoing. He's not like Roshi. He's definitely not like Hoppleside because he don't go around stealing women's panties and whatnot. And what a haul! So he's like the kind of guy that's just like he knows that he is an extremely powerful person.
Yeah,
and he probably can get anybody he wants, but at the same time, he's just like, you know what.
I want to read that book he has, Makeout Island.
What was that monk's name from Inuyasha? Remember that monk?
Oh, Miroku. Yeah. I'm trying to see who would be considered lucky pervert.
The Me Too case right there.
Oh yeah.
All right. J Biv is about to head out as well.
All right.
Appreciate you coming through.
Take care.
Indeed. Do appreciate you.
Take care,
Appreciate
Justin.
for the follow too.
We'll talk soon, buddy.
Young Goku, yeah.
Yeah, Young Goku.
Young
I remember
Goku,
that.
I kind of wouldn't consider Lucky Pervert.
He
either.
didn't know what the heck he was doing.
He
Yeah,
was
he did-
slapping
yeah.
some.
Literally.
He didn't even know what a girl was.
Yeah, didn't know what to go.
Right.
No balls. Like, what?
I had to make his own little
Where's the
giveaway. There
Dragon
you
Balls?
go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think the over tropiness is why I kind of walked away from anime.
You just haven't been watching the right anime because there's
Yes.
a lot that has
I'm
none
sure,
of those
I'm
tropes
sure
in there.
there's
Like,
plenty of right
Attack on
anime.
Titan.
Attack on Titan.
Attack
Yeah.
on
Attack on Titan,
Yeah.
Berserk.
Here's
Doesn't
the
have
thing.
anything in there.
Here's the
Berserk
thing.
is
Now
brutal.
that there's all this great anime, I don't have the time.
Yeah, Attack on Titan. You kind of have to watch one
Yeah,
day.
don't watch Attack on Titan.
Oh,
Just have somebody
come
tell you about
on.
it. You know, like the thing is, you don't, because Attack on Titan is short and you don't like One Piece. One Piece actually has a lot of emotion, a lot of stuff in there. Attack on Titan, to me, a lot of people like it because it's violent, but it's literally one of the worst stories I've ever seen in anime. Literally. I mean, told stories. Oh my gosh, you got these people go, okay, why did the Titans exist? You find out why they exist. Oh, let's commit, not genocide, you want to castrate everybody so we, it's like, to me, that's just, it didn't make any goddamn sense. It's like, where's the good versus evil? It's like, there is no good versus evil in this story. It's just people becoming monsters because
because of the
it's because they
LDL.
can.
Because they can.
It's literally because they can, and then they got,
race.
and then and then they just get shoved into an island. They don't know why they. It's just like, okay, you could have a lot better.
It did shock the audience.
Well,
that's why I
that's-
compared it
yeah.
to the Game of Thrones anime.
That's what a lot of people
Yeah.
did. Shocking.
Yeah.
That's why I said it was shocking because of the violence. Because you're like, oh my gosh, that person died, and you didn't expect them to die, or oh, this happened to this person, and you didn't expect it to happen. That's the part where I think people liked about Attack on Titan. I'm just talking about the story itself. Take away all that stuff.
It
and
is.
just go
It
back
is.
to
It
the-
is unnecessarily complicated. Like
Yeah.
Takeem says, it
It
is
is
unnecessarily complicated. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
SMA's brought up Slayer, Saber, Net J, and
Or
Nadeshiko.
Nadeshiko.
Oh, those are very tropey.
Yeah, they are. Well, Nadeshiko is purposely tropey because it's literally almost satirical to the point of being overly satire.
Damn, I haven't seen a Desco in
Nadeshiko is great though.
years.
Death Note's not. Death Note's
Death
not really
Note is not
tropey.
really
Yeah, Death Note's not
no, you're
tropey
right.
at all.
Death Note's not tropey. Neither is what's the other one?
I mean, they kind of had tropey because what's the chick's name that liked them? Not Mira. What was her name? Mika.
Mika, she was a
Yeah,
tropey.
she
was a
kind
trope.
of. She was kind of.
She was a tropey.
She
anime girl,
was.
yeah.
Right. The other one the another trope that I can't stand is isekai is where the hero is just ridiculously overpowered.
I like that. I like the OP-ness because
it gets overwhelming.
the reason
though.
why I like it is because we've watched so much anime where the freaking guy got to fight. Oh, I got to get beat up, beat
Yeah.
up. No, I'm strong enough to beat you.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
nah, boom. I love that one. Gosh, what the name was it? Where he rolls up to the school.
You're talking about Anos.
Anos Vodigo rolls up into the school, and this guy's talking mad shit to him.
dude.
And he was just like, bam, you're dead. Bring him back to life. He's like, what the heck
it's not-
happened?
yeah.
You want to keep talking shit? Boom,
Boom.
dead.
Yeah.
Bring him back to life. Want to keep talking shit?
Your repeated violation
Yeah,
of the verbal
I'm gonna keep
parameters
saying it.
has
He
caused
was
me to notify the San Andreas
kill him,
Police
bring him back to
Department.
life. Like, I love that because it's not like, oh, I got to work my way up to this
Right.
ladder.
Right.
I'm tired. That's the trope I'm tired of. Like, I got to work my way up to the ladder, get my ass kicked. Oh, now I'm strong enough. Get my ass kicked. Now I'm strong enough. That's every shonen anime. Dragon Ball, One Piece, Bleach, all of them.
See,
Get my ass kicked.
Dragon Ball makes it fun.
Yeah.
They did make it fun, most definitely.
But okay, so in that regard, I hear you. The overpowered hero.
It's just something new to me. That's why
well,
I like it.
But with the isekai, because there's so many isekai,
there's
that's the reason why I hate it so much. Because it seems like everywhere you look, there's an isekai, and it's always with the same trope: overpowered
I
hero.
just saw the new one with about the assassin that's now.
I love that one.
What you
I
call it?
love that manga.
I haven't watched it yet,
Yeah,
but I just
the
added
manga's
it to
good.
my list.
And you know what? That's another one where it's the isekai where even though the assassin was reincarnated and he retained knowledge of his skills. He's not the most powerful hero. The hero
okay.
is.
Well, we'll
The hero is, and
I'm gonna
like
check it
the
out.
hero is ridiculously powerful.
Yeah.
But he has to kill the hero.
Ray, what's your thought on this? Because
So I was thinking of like characters that you think would be just weak, just like they're pathetic, Zenitsu, we talk about Zenitsu. He's crying,
Yeah,
he's thirsty.
He's
whining.
annoying.
Yeah, he whines all the time.
Really
Yeah.
annoying.
Until he
But-
falls asleep.
So like I always say, you can sleep on Zenitsu. Don't let that boy sleep on you.
Yeah.
You understand?
No, that's great.
On you,
No, that's good.
Oh.
Sign this man up for a comedy show at the Comic-Con, right? Because he's full of them. No, that's good. No, exactly. That one, and then it was right on the tip. Well, going back to your point about overpowered heroes, I guess that's probably why I like Ippo so much.
Yeah, because he had to work for it.
Because he had to work for it.
But they made it good.
They made it good. And even when he gets good, he can still lose.
Yeah.
You know, like
when he
just
lost
people,
to Date, I think.
Date beat him.
Lost.
Yep, Date beat him. And I think he's lost actually a couple times. Like
I haven't got past. I stopped watching Ippo because it got to a point where it was like done, and then I forgot where I left off when it came back, and I gotta go figure that out.
Marcus 864 checking in.
Better late than never. Better late than never, my friend. Better late than never. Enter the giveaway. We're doing a giveaway.
Yeah,
we reach our follower goal.
I missed a bunch of my great puns too.
Yes, you have.
He's
had a really good one.
Make sure you rewatch the
really
replay. But I don't know. The most recent anime I've seen is called Senran Kagura or something like that.
Senran Kagura, yeah.
That's
that
overly
was the
fan service.
super fan service.
Super fan service.
Isn't that kind of like Baki?
No.
What am I thinking of?
It's trying to be like Ikitosen.
You're thinking of. I think you're thinking of.
Asura.
Yeah. Forget it. It's
on
Netflix.
Yeah.
Senran Kagura is similar to Ikitosen.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't even give it that credit because it's too cutesy, man.
Both of them are too cutesy.
Ikitosen is not cutesy. What?
Yeah, it was. By my standards, it was.
By your standards, okay, I get you.
So I'm gonna see. Have you guys ever watched Gungrave?
I love Gungrave. That was a great underrated
show.
Really great.
The first half of that show was some of the best anime I've ever watched.
Yes, it was like
Gungrave was amazing.
Yeah.
Tropeless too, by the way.
Yeah.
What about
Gungrave
Hellsing?
is really
Would you consider Hellsing to be less tropey?
Yeah, I liked Hellsing. I watched it a long time ago, but it was
I need
pretty
to
cool.
rewatch it.
Can an anime be great without tropes?
Yes.
Like, can they be
course.
legendary without being overly?
I mean, is Neon Genesis Evangelion legendary?
For most people, it is.
Okay, so I remember some of the tropes in the original run, but recently when I watched the movies, they took all that
took
out.
all the tropes out.
Took
You're
it
right.
all out.
You're right. But it made it better.
It's better.
Yeah.
To
It made it better.
It's better to just start off without it and be Ninja Scroll.
I think this show
Well,
doesn't
Ninja
have
Scroll, yeah.
tropes. It's unique. It's a guilty pleasure. I don't know why. It's just weird. Have you guys watched Beastars?
Yes, I watched.
I love
Beastars.
Beastars.
I like it.
Actually,
There weren't really any tropes there, really.
None that I mean, you
not-
still kind of had the main character
done
was
it,
kind of like
yeah.
skittish.
Yeah, he
for
had
whatever
anime,
reason.
Anime,
Yeah.
But
he's
Particular
the
anime
gentle. He's the gentle predator, I guess.
Yeah,
basically, you
yeah,
could say.
yeah.
So it's like the guy who's really powerful, but he doesn't want to be powerful. You know, it's like
because people are already afraid of him just because
Right,
of who
'cause
he
he's a
is.
wolf.
Yeah.
Razor Black is bringing a Witchblade and Kill la Kill.
Kill la Kill was really
Kill la
good.
Kill
I like
was
that.
super
but that was
tropey.
very tropey.
It's super
So
tropey.
Yeah, it was.
tropey.
Kill la Kill was
The new
triple,
what was
yeah,
the name of
I
that clan
remember
that
that, yeah.
had to be everybody in it was new?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Super
super
tropey.
tropey.
I'll
And
tell
I
you-
haven't finished Gurren Lagann. I started, but I haven't finished watching.
About time to turn it over to the people, but y'all get the last word though.
I'll tell you the best anime movie I've ever seen. That is, I think, kind of
Scroll.
tropeless. Oh man, you know
Well,
me.
he
Ninja
said it
Scroll.
already. Like, he
Ninja
literally
Scroll.
said it like
Ninja
a-
Scroll,
Ninja
man.
Scroll
I
is-
just watched it when I was in New York. I showed my friend Ninja Scroll.
Hey, you never seen
He didn't want to watch it, and then he started watching it.
Whoa. He didn't want to watch it
Because the animation's a little like older, and then I put
You know what?
I put the scene on with the rock guy. I can't remember his name, the rock guy, and he was like,
Decide.
"Yeah, decide." Yep,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Man, this is." You know what scene I put on?
Yeah, I know what scene you put on. I know what scene you put on. Wait a minute. So he didn't want to watch it just because it was older?
And
What
then
is this age bias shit?
And then
That's a lot of. That's what I've noticed. A lot of new anime fans, from when anime started really popping off in the early 2000s
Yeah.
to now,
Konami,
people
yeah.
don't talk about stuff. If they talk about anything in the 90s, it's Yu Yu Hakusho.
Tenchi
it's-
Muyo.
Well, you
I'll
don't really
bring
hear it,
that
but
up.
Tenchi.
Anything
But it's like
that was
Dragon
on
Ball,
Toonami.
Yu Yu
Yeah.
Hakusho, Sailor Moon, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
beyond that, people don't really talk about.
No,
Vampire Hunter D.
Yeah.
Vampire Hunter
If you
D.
haven't seen
Oh,
Vampire Hunter D,
amazing.
watch it. If you haven't seen
Amazing.
of course, Ninja Scroll.
Watch it.
You need to watch it.
Right.
This is some
Cowboy
of the-
Bebop before the show comes out.
Well,
you
see,
gotta watch it.
well, see,
Yeah.
that's fine because it came on Toonami.
did.
These are the kids that grew up with Toonami, and they'll live with what was on Toonami. But if it wasn't on Toonami, they act like
They wouldn't even know it exists.
they wouldn't know it exists. But beyond that, they're like, oh, well, it wasn't on Toonami, so it couldn't be good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tenchi
It's
Muyo was my first introduction to that harem trope.
Oh yeah.
You know, Tenchi, he gets all these all these girls living with them, you know, doing his laundry. He's just oblivious that they're all in love with
him. See, here's the good thing though. Tenchi was the king of the harem anime, but for the longest time he fell into the hole of, I've got this harem, but I don't want nothing to do with any of them. Right? Tenchi is the only one that actually came around and married all of them.
Hey, we hope you enjoyed that clip. Make sure you check out our live content on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Culture Junkies. We also have a lot of content available on YouTube, unboxings as well as Blu-ray reviews. And you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Culture Junkies. And on top of all of that, if you go to culturejunkies.net, you can check out our merch store. The link is culturejunkies.net/merch. There's a lot of great merchandise there. So there's links and logos and stuff all around me. So check those out, and we will see you next time.